Today I want to talk about the hypocrisy of social media. And actually the hypocrisy with the whole country. It's not just the sites, the websites that are the problem. It's actually the general public that's the problem. And this is why the government really needs to step in, really needs to put some sort of legislation out there. I've heard different commentators online, refer to a Internet Bill of Rights or social media Bill of Rights, saying that, the word free speech is thrown around quite a bit. The biggest problem with what's going on right now is that, you see the CEOs and the officials from places like Google and Twitter and Facebook being paraded in front of Congress, being questioned about their practices, asking whether they're shadow banning people, why they are, putting handcuffs on conservative viewpoints online. You see people like Alex Jones being banned from multiple sites, and many others. They're not just the only ones. They ban many other people. The ones that are just not as popular, you never even hear about because it's not newsworthy. But the problem is that, the sites will sit back and say, well, listen, there are websites. We can do what we want. But here's where the hypocrisy comes in. And I haven't heard anybody touch on this viewpoint before, so I just feel like I need to get this out. These are not just private sites, all right? Private sites would require them to actually be exclusive. These sites do not initially hold back from admitting anyone to their membership. They'll take anybody in any country and across the world. However, anything that people post on there becomes public information. We recently saw a baseball player actually have to get up in front of reporters and apologize for tweets that he made 4 and 5 years ago. Tweets that he made when he was a minor, to be honest with you. And I don't even remember what they were about. I don't know if they could have been racial, they could have been sexual, I don't know. But they were inappropriate. Give him that, they were inappropriate tweets. And he had to sit there and apologize for tweets that he made 5 years ago. I mean, we've all either seen in the news or heard about directly people that have lost their jobs for tweets or posts they've made on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere online, to be honest with you. People have lost their jobs. People have gotten divorced, or lost their position in society, or people in the government, teachers. A lot of people have gotten themselves in trouble for things that they've done online. These are not private sites. So if it's not a private site, then you can't dictate what is said on there. It is public. That is why these sites should be looked at as public domains. Now, obviously, I'm not advising anyone at the moment to go out and just say whatever they want, because that's the problem. People are saying whatever they want and they're getting in trouble for it. Like I said, you could lose your job somewhere. You could get in trouble in your marriage or your family. People may start trolling you at a minimum for what you say on there. It's not private, it's public. These sites are public domain, and therefore all the laws, all the rights associated with free speech should be appropriated. Obviously, the problem that this creates a very delicate problem, because different countries have different rules. In this country, what we say, what we say out in public or anything like that, we can get away with. Obviously, in a country like I don't know, I don't mean to pick on any specific country, like China. China is a lot more strict than us. Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq, a lot of these socialist, communist regimes, if you speak out against the government, if you speak out in a way that's not popular, you can get arrested, you can get thrown in jail. So that is not necessarily my problem to solve. I'll certainly think about it, but anybody from these places, they may have to worry about it. They may have to worry about what is said for other reasons, but it should never be these websites, responsibility and right to censor anything that you have to say. I do agree that if you are threatening violence, that type of speech, real hate speech. I'm not talking about just making fun of somebody or something like that, but real hate speech where you're threatening violence towards somebody. Yeah, that should definitely always be that should not be permitted out there. But we see that type of stuff is okay. We see people going online and talking about how they're going to shoot a cop or they're going to shoot others in their neighborhood for saying things to them. That type of stuff never gets taken down. But God forbid, you say something about abortion, or you have a conservative viewpoint on something, that can get you knocked off of a platform. Hypocrisy, pure hypocrisy, in many ways, from what I've just said. That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.